Thanks to the incredible team over at Umbrella Entertainment, we've got two fantastic new Blu-ray special edition box sets to take a look at, so let's get into it. Okay, so as I said at the top, we're going to be taking a look at two brand new releases from Umbrella Entertainment today. Two brand new box set releases. Of course, if you want to pick up either of these, you can head over to shop.umbrella.com.au and get either of these or anything else, any of their other really fantastic box sets and collector's edition releases that they're doing at the moment. If you are going to pick up anything over there, you can use the code DAVELEE15 to get 15% off your entire order at checkout. First up, we're going to be taking a look at this fantastic new box set right here, which is, of course, the Hammer Horror Triple Shock Volume 1, which tells me they have got a couple of these planned, a couple up their sleeve. I'm very, very, very excited for these. I do love the Hammer Horror movies. Of course, if you're watching this, you know all about Hammer Horror. Really low-budget, schlocky horror movies, independently produced in Britain between kind of the 60s, 70s, 80s, was kind of, I guess, the heyday of Hammer Horror. And this is a selection of 3 Hammer Horror movies that were, I'm not sure if they were distributed through Universal at the time or whether perhaps they were licensed out to Universal in later years. The rights to the Hammer Horror movies are insane. All these different distributors around the world have rights to all different movies, and it's just crazy. You can never get like a complete Hammer Horror movie collection. You just kind of have to pick up these kind of piecemeal box sets all over the place. You know, Viavision has released one in Australia. Umbrella has released this one. You've got one from Imprint, of course. Indicator Films over in the UK have a number of box sets. There's a number of distributors in the US that have different box sets. Warner Brothers have released various Hammer. They just rights are all over the place, but it's just always so much fun to see these Hammer Horror movies appearing in some way on the market. And I think maybe it adds to the scrappiness of these movies that there will never be a complete collection. You have literally got to piece your collection together by all these different kind of box sets from all these different distributors around the place. I think it's a lot of fun and it's great. So this one right here includes 3 movies, as of course it is the Triple Shock collection, and we'll have a look at those in a minute. But first, let's take a look at this box right here. This is a soft box right there. It's not a hard. I was expecting kind of like one of the hard cases that Umbrella and a few of the other distributors have been doing more recently, but it is a soft case right there. But it's still quite nice. It is sturdy for a soft case. It's not flimsy. It's got a really nice kind of really thick card on there, which is great. And this is something I don't think I've ever seen on one of these, you know, soft cases. Kind of slips out off the top there. That is really cool. I think that's really, really nice. And there's some really just gorgeous artwork on there as well. So this is a really, really fantastic box set. And I'm picturing right now what a whole collection of these could look like on the shelf. So as I said, we've got 3 movies in there. They're all included on their own individual Amaray cases right there. And of course, these Hammer Horror movies are, you know, these schlocky kind of low budget versions of the Universal horror movies from the time. These were like a way to capitalize on the popularity of the Universal horror movies coming out of the 40s and all that stuff. And they kind of tried to do their own like scrappy versions of them. So this one right here, we've got The Evil of Frankenstein as one of many Hammer Horror Frankenstein movies. I haven't seen any of these just yet, but I'm really, really looking forward to these. And this one in particular, The Evil of Frankenstein, it just looks so great, doesn't it? I'm dying to have a look at this one. This is definitely the first one I'm going to check out. And look, these have really good run times of like 80, 90 minutes long, so they're easy to watch and a whole lot of fun. So there's that one there. We have got this one right here, Paranoiac, which I didn't know a whole lot about until recently, until this box set right here, but I believe this is kind of Hammer Horror's version of Psycho. This is their attempt to capitalize on the success of Hitchcock's Psycho. So I guess it's kind of like a Hammer Horror, Hitchcockian horror thriller kind of thing. So I am, dying to get into that one as well. And we have this one right here called Nightmare, which looks to be kind of like a psychotic, paranormal kind of horror thriller thing where did she do the murders or was it actually a dream? I don't know, something like that, but that sounds cards, really, really awesome. And look, as I said, I haven't had a chance to check these out just yet because these have quite literally just landed in my lap this afternoon before I'm filming these. But if any of these, you know, Hammer Horror cleanups that we've had on Blu-ray recently, whether that be locally or internationally, these are going to look really, really, really nice. And, you know, for low budget, for cheaply produced horror movies from the period, they do pulled up looking very, very fantastic. Of course, as with a lot of Umbrella's releases recently, this one does come as a special edition, collector's edition, which comes with a bunch of extra bonuses that you don't get if you just buy like the standard edition. But the great thing about this one is any edition of this movie that you get does come with a couple of bonuses as well. So any version of this you get, the standard, the collectors, you will get these two little bonuses here. One is an extra Blu-ray disc right here, Hammer Time, the Ultimate Hammer Films trailer compilation. Umbrella has excelled with these in the past, these really great compilations of trailers. There's got to be at least 100 of them on there. I'm not sure exactly how many are on there, but there's got to be at least 100. These are just like, you know, these trailers from these kinds of movies are just as much of a work of art as the movies themselves. And this has got to, you know, it's got to be at least an hour or so of trailers on there. I can't wait to check them out because that's just a whole lot of fun checking out those trailers. You've also got this right here, which is a collector's booklet of the three movies, I guess, in here. We've got a little bit of a write-up on the movies and some production notes and photos and posters and all that kind of stuff. I do love a little booklet, and these are always nice little companion pieces. You know, you watch the movie, then you have a little bit of a read of the booklet too. So that's really cool that is included in the standard edition of the box set right here. I love it when they go that extra mile to just throw in a little kind of an extra like that. It's just like a small booklet or something like that. You know, these collector's editions, you feel like they're not so much a collector's edition, or, you know, these collector's box sets rather, you feel like they're not really that special unless they come with something a little bit extra like a booklet. I always love the booklets. But this one right here, again, they sent me the special collector's edition version, which comes with a couple of extra bonuses. So if you were to just kind of pick this up at JB Hi-Fi or whatever, don't expect to grab these. This would be an online exclusive from Umbrella. So it comes here with a collection of art cards. That's kind of like one of the standard things that Umbrella seems to be doing with their releases recently. These great kind of little posters and stills and lobby, like reproduction lobby cards from all the movies in this box set. And they're awesome. I always love these. These are a great, nice little touch there. And also we have got, two posters right here. I was going to say one poster, but we've got two. And I'm assuming if these are anything like, this is my first time having a look at these, if these are anything like what Umbrella has been doing recently, these will be double-sided posters. So yeah, we've got that poster right there for the Frankenstein film, Paranoiac right there, and then I imagine this is gonna have, yep, this one's got the Nightmare poster there, and then we've also got a really great poster there with the artwork that is used on the cover of the box set there too. So that's a really cool box set there. Posters, little cool art cards. I adore what Umbrella are doing right now with these releases. It's so cool. We've got another box set to take a look at here, which is the box of Burt. This is only the standard edition. They couldn't get over the collector's edition to me. That's totally fine because that sold out so bloody quick that they actually had to do a second print run of this. And the second print run, I believe they only did the standard box set of that. The collector's edition came with some stickers and posters and art cards and all that kind of stuff, but I'm still very happy I did get my hands on this. This, of course, is a collection of films from the man, the myth, the mustache, Burt Reynolds. His movies have been really underrepresented on the Australian market particularly, and it's really great to see a lot of the Burt Reynolds stuff finally coming out, particularly after he passed away a few years ago. This is a bit different to the other box set, so instead of having like the lift up top, it's just like your kind of standard box there. Again, it is a fairly sturdy soft box though, with some nice thick card on there, so that's good. I love the artwork that they have pulled up for this. It's so cool, and all the movies across the board, again inside the M-Ray cases, have really great art too that all complement each other. We have got the Cannonball Run and 2, which are these really great goofy kind of race flicks. Umbrella did release these two individually. The second one they released at least 5-10 years ago, and then the second one they only brought out on the market just last year. So they reissued them both in this box set right here. They're both on a single disc though. So if you do want the movies in individual discs, you can buy the movies individually. But in the box set, they're on a single disc. We have got this one here. This is The Man Who Loved Women. Don't really know too much about this, but this does look like your typical Burt Reynolds kind of ladies' man movie. This guy was an absolute heartthrob back in the day, you know, the 1970s, 80s when he was making these flicks. And this one just looks like a whole lot of kind of fun. Almost looks like it's like a James Bond sort of esque movie. They did so many of those around that period. This one here is one of my favorite Burt Reynolds movies. It is The Best Little Whorehouse in Texas, which co-stars Dolly Parton, who is so much fun in this. Dolly is absolutely wonderful, and their chemistry together is fantastic too. This is like one of the greatest examples of, you know, early 1980s cult sort of raunchy movie. So much fun. Definitely, like I would recommend this box set just to get a copy of this on your shelves. I think I imported that from the UK many years ago, but it's really cool to have it in this box set. And we've got another one of Burt's classics right here, which I've never got a chance to see because it's never been available, particularly on Blu-ray, is Stoker Ace. And again, I think this is kind of in that same vein of the Cannonball Run movies. You know, a bit of raunchy fun with some cars and races and fast-paced action and all that kind of stuff. Very excited. The only kind of major omission from this box set, if we're talking about like a box set of the best of Burt, to its you know, what am I trying to say right here? To be fair, I should say. Doesn't advertise itself as the best of Burt, but the only other thing that would make this box set even more amazing will be the inclusion of Smokey and the Bandit. But rights to that are with the studio still. But yeah, look, that only got a release not that long ago. So right there, you've got all 5 of those movies right here in the box set, which is very awesome, and I just love it. I love the aesthetics. I love the effort that Umbrella goes to you know, put art together, commission artwork, and have their box sets just looking so concise like that, which is really cool. Again, no horrible Australian ratings logos on any of the discs here. So the boxes will come in shrink wrap if you get them in store or shipped from Umbrella. You'll have them in shrink wrap with the big horrible Australian certification logos on there, but it's just like a sticker that's on the shrink. And Umbrella goes to great efforts to make keep the art nice and clean without those horrible logos on there. So yeah, again, back on track. I just love their you know, their efforts in keeping these box sets just looking really clean and nice and concise, and like actual special editions. So many of the studios proper would just do a box set like this and chuck in the previous releases of the Cannonball Run with a couple of new movies and maybe something that's already been out on the market. Like I said, Smokey and the Bandit has been on the market so many times over the years that if Umbrella had included it again, you kind of would have thought, why do I need that movie again? Keep the price down, just give me a couple of movies that haven't been out on the market, and then throw in the Cannonball Run movies. This also comes in here too. This is a booklet. It's kind of an extended booklet. It's bigger than the Umbrella one. It's actually marketed as a fanzine, so kind of a fan magazine on Burt Reynolds. There's some writing on Burt Reynolds, a couple of essays, some write-ups on the movies. You've got all this really cool stuff in there, of course. His classic Playgirl, was that a Playgirl, I think, a spread that Burt did. It kind of made him the sex symbol that he was. And that's just great. That's a really cool little box set right there. So once again, head on over to shop.umbrella.com.au and you can pick up these 2 box sets right here. Take a look at all the other great stuff that they've recently released or that is coming soon from them, because they have some amazing stuff over there. And once again, you can use the code DAVELY15 at checkout to get 15% off your entire order. Thanks again to the incredible team over at Umbrella for sending in these 2 box sets right here. And thanks to everybody out there for watching. I want to know down in the comments below, what do you think about these 2 box sets right here? I'll see you on the next one. Until then, take care.